Hello, it's the 24th of December 2021. What a year. I'm guessing I'm launching my YouTube channel today, so this will be the first one that most people will see. I hope you don't think it's me being arrogant or anything special. I certainly don't want any of that. But should you be interested to see what I'm up to, because I'm not doing Facebook anymore, which is explained in a previous video, by choice. This is where you'll see the progress and the evidence of what we're trying to achieve here on the side of a mountain in the Ariège with 3,000 strawberry plants. Anyway, I mean, like I say previously, the main point of this is to have a conversation with like-minded people across the planet, and let's try and work out what the fuck we're actually doing with growing stuff. So, I was speaking to my dear friend Mike the other day, and it came to me in a morning that, in actual fact, this whole project, all of it, right now, is not very efficient. I've got all the tools, and I've got all the materials, I've got all the plants, and the plants are old enough to really go for it. But as you can see, I mean, I've got the bed down there, which is fine, and very, very fine soil, very good. That bit over there, which is doing something eventually. I've got all the land up there to grow all the straw and compost. I've just got these beds. And my problem is then, I reckon I've planted these all far too close. Not so much down there, they're all right, but these where they've got all the babies in and everything were just way too close, not enough ventilation, very difficult to weed, very difficult to harvest. Same with these garriguettes. Now these garriguettes are just about right actually, but the problem I have is that there's 4 rows there, believe it or not, although I may have lost a few plants along that edge. That was just pushing my luck too much, so I reckon I lost a quarter of those plants along that way, and similarly underneath. And these were not impossible to harvest, but it was a job. And then I come to where I've brought these plants on for this year. These are the Marais de Bois, which I'm pretty sure, will be in flower with the garriguettes. So, but as you can see, these were already enormous plants. I've lost a lot to the ratopier, like a lot. I reckon I lost about 10%. Even up here, look. The voles, I mean. But these are way too close. These are way too close. So, and I think we've got to a stage now where I am officially a strawberry farmer. I have strawberries, I have the land, I have the space at the time, and I got all the infrastructure done. So there's nothing really stopping me from having a moment of clarity on the end of a herbaceous cigarette the other day, and I realised, well, why don't I just dedicate this whole first garden, to just strawberries and beans, or line crops, and I'll just have 2 rows of strawberries on every terrace, all of it, 2 or 3 rows, depending on how big the terrace is. Down below probably 3, and then I can actually access the fruit, and we'll have a better recolt, a better harvest. It's kind of what the point is of being here, right? So what I'm planning to do, and I wouldn't mind people's opinion, is I literally want to remove all of this plastic over the whole of the garden, remove all of the irrigation piping and, well, general drip irrigation as well, get it all clear, all the old beer traps off, all the junk. Then I want to lift every single strawberry plant and basically put them into storage over here somewhere in their relative varieties. It's not too complicated, that. Then I want to go down onto the road and get all of that leaf mould, get that compost spread about, I've got a load of rabbit manure to go on. I'm thinking get that spread all over. Go through all the stolons and collect any decent ones that are you know, going to help continue this project. But literally lift every single one, clean and cut back, because we're not having a cold winter. I haven't lit the fire for a month. So next year is going to be much the same. And then yeah, here I'd like to lift all of these, get the bash up as well, like I say. And then, I don't know if we get a bit of rain in the next weekend, but certainly when we get our next sunny spell, which won't be too long, quite sure of that. Cold doesn't matter, but I think what I will do, because it's needed, is to go through the whole garden, all planted space, with a rotavator. Which I don't like doing, but I just think this garden needs a lot of love. And then what I'm thinking I can do, for example here, I could tidy this edge up, and then I'll probably end up covering that with some plastic to try and keep the weeds down a bit. But I'm not sure. That's the secondary thing. Lift all this up, get it all level. That will cut through all of the galleries. Like here, you see, this is where the Ratopiae have just been feeding and living. So it's all uneven. A lot of it's getting a little bit compact, particularly on the pathway. And so I just want to really open it up, get that ventilation in there, improve the quality of the strawberries that I'm selling, have less demand for nutrients per plant. Watering's going to be the same because it's the same area. And I'm thinking I wouldn't mind like making a bank, making like a little raised lump somehow. I don't know, I haven't worked it out. Perhaps that's what people could help me with. Just make a raised area so that the strawberries actually dangle down and don't touch the floor so much, which would improve the quality. So I would be improving efficiency, I'd be improving the quality, and I'd be improving the soil. It's just a fucking huge amount of work. I think it would take me a month. Yeah, is it worth it? I'd like to think it is, but you know, open for discussion. Anyway, it's like I say, 24th of December, whatever that means to anybody. Yeah, I mean, you imagine, this is just a mess now. It's just a mess. Those have been tidied up down there. And the crowns are really nice and big. Look, that is one plant. That is one plant. That is another. That is another. So that spacing isn't too bad. But it'd be nice if that was like lifted up. And then I can grow behind them a run of beans. A run of beans, not runner beans. Haricots and sans fil. Or something like that. Or salads or tomatoes in the back, you know. So I'm still using the space for more than one crop. But I don't know how long this video is. I'm sorry, it's Christmas. It's the time to ramble on about nothing. I'm quite sure I'm going to be that grumpy uncle sitting in the corner. When I was young, I remember before the internet, which was true. Still is. Anyway, take it easy. Try not to panic about the nonsense going on in the world. Try and stay put. No need to go travelling all over the fucking place, even if you are protected, which you're not. Anyway, lots of love to everybody. Thanks for watching. Probably see you tomorrow.